Hey guys, Tom here, and welcome to Bonus Happy Hour Christmas Edition. I wanted to come back and make one more drink for you for the holidays. Traditionally, year after year after year, I would drink eggnog. I'd make homemade eggnog, and I will leave you a link to that. I have a video from last year on Home and Garden for Mere Mortals where I made some eggnog. It's delicious, it's traditional, but I wanted to try something a little different this year, and I'm going to share that with you, and it is called a Coquito. And that is a Latin or Caribbean drink, and literally it means little coconut. So this is an alternative to eggnog. If you have a problem with eggs or you don't like the idea of eating eggs, I personally get a nice fresh egg and I use a raw egg, but the video that you can see, I actually cook the eggs. But if you have a problem with eggs, this is a great alternative that you can make and have a wonderful, fantastic, delicious holiday drink come this Christmas. So let's get at it because I don't want to waste any time. And it's really pretty simple. You need a pitcher and you're just going to dump. And I'm going to start with a can, and this is all a can of coconut milk, not the coconut cream that you use for pina coladas, just plain old coconut milk. This is a, what is this, 13 and a half ounce can of coconut milk. And then I need another can of evaporated milk. And I think these cans are pretty much all standard. But just in case they're not, this is a 12 ounce can. And then another can of sweetened condensed milk. This is the rich stuff, guys. You're gonna have to scrape this one in there because it's thick and gooey, and it is the perfect thing that makes this drink fantastic and wonderful and delicious. So put all those in. Give it a little mix. Now, I'm just mixing it for you guys, which is fine. But if you really wanted to, you could throw this in a blender, whiz it all up, get it nice and combined. But along with that, you need a tablespoon of nutmeg. You're going shopping anyway. I know when after you see this to get the coconut milk and the sweetened condensed milk and everything, do yourself a favor. Get yourself some fresh nutmeg nuts and grate them. The stuff in the prefab grated in the jar just does not have the flavor that this does. But if a fresh nutmeg and a jarred nutmeg is the only thing standing between you and this drink this Christmas, use the stuff in the jar. And then a teaspoon or another tablespoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Now, I have seen actually Coquitos made with eggs. Not gonna fib to you. I have seen Coquitos where they put clove, another option. This is just my version from all the research I've done. And I do research for you guys. I want you to have some great flavors in your cocktails on happy hour. So mix it all up, whiz it up in a blender, whatever you have to do, and that is it. Now, if you have time, you can cover this up, stick it in the fridge, let it sit and marinate and get all those flavors together for a little while. Of course, you know we don't have time. We're thirsty here at happy hour. So I'm gonna mix this right up for you. Now, this calls for rum. And if you wanted to make this in a pitcher, you're having a party, whatever, you get this far, You can just leave it in the pitcher, serve it out of the pitcher, put in a cup of rum, put in 2 cups of rum. This traditionally is a boozy drink. So if you're going to a party, you're having a party, you can lighten it up. You could serve it to the kids just like this without the rum. Make it whatever strength you like. But for me, I'm gonna make a couple drinks, and it calls for any kind of rum. It calls for regular rum. But for me, I am not gonna use regular rum. I am gonna use a couple ounces of spiced rum. You know I love spiced rum. I am going to up the coconut quotient with a couple ounces of coconut rum. I am going to pour that into my gigantic shaker. And in this gigantic shaker, I have crushed ice. You know, I never show you this guy stuff. I'm going to show you this time. I have, see all that crushed ice in there? That is going to make this drink thick, frothy, delicious, wonderful. And then I'm going to give this another mix because the what do you call it? The cinnamon kind of floats on top. So I'm making 2 drinks. That's about 8 ounces in there. Then I'm going to use maybe altogether about 12 ounces of this mix. Here we go. The lid, the cap, and you want to shake the living daylights out of this. And actually, if I had gloves, I would wear gloves because I'm going to be shaking it that long. But I'll speed it up for you. Okay. Get the lid off if I can. It's frozen on here. The only drawback to shaking a long time is you get this. Bear with me. It's worth it. It's worth the wait. There we go. So, a couple festive holiday cups that you would work great for eggnog. You can smell how spicy this is with all that cinnamon and nutmeg. If you want to take that ice, put it in a blender, whiz this up with some ice. That's going to work as well. I've read versions of this where they use coconut ice cream. To me, that sounds equally as phenomenal. But it is Christmas, guys. Treat yourself. Hey, eggnog's great. I'm going to have some eggnog come Christmas time. But for something different, this is an excellent alternative. Put them in your little Christmas cups. Some fresh nutmeg on top is absolutely in order. Just grate that right over the top. A little extra garnish. You can put a cinnamon stick right on the side. And there you have it. The absolutely holiday, Christmas, traditional Caribbean Latin drink, the Coquito. I want you guys to have a great Christmas, a great holiday with your family, your friends. And I'm just going to end it, not the normal way I do. Actually, I probably will, but I just want to wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, a prosperous New Year. Thanks for being with me all year long. So, Merry Christmas, and remember, take care of yourself and your home. Cheers.